If you had to choose just one, would you go for the land of Hollywood dreams and massive cities? Or the peaceful beauty of snow-capped mountains and maple forests? United States or Canada? Two giants of North America, both offering unforgettable experiences, but with very different vibes. In this video, we'll compare them side by side, from landscapes and tourist attractions to food, culture, and how much your trip might cost. So before you book that flight, let's find out, which is better for you, the USA or Canada? Let's start with how these countries feel, the landscapes, the weather, the atmosphere. The United States, it's a place of extremes. In one trip, you could watch the sunrise over the deserts of Arizona and end the day under the neon lights of New York City. From the white sands of Florida to the red rocks of Utah, from the wild coasts of California to the snowy peaks of Colorado, the US is diverse to the core. And that diversity doesn't stop at nature. The vibe changes completely depending on where you are. You'll feel the rush in Los Angeles, the rhythm in New Orleans, the ambition in New York. It's fast-paced, loud, ambitious. It's the kind of place where dreams are built or broken in a heartbeat. As for the climate, it's just as varied. You want heat? Go to Texas. You want snow? Try Alaska or Michigan. You want spring and winter? Southern California's got you covered. Now Canada. Canada whispers where the US shouts. It's calm, clean, majestic. Imagine yourself in Banff National Park, Emerald Lake surrounded by towering mountains, or walking the historic streets of Quebec City, where French charm meets North American soul, or watching the northern lights from a quiet lodge in Yukon. Canada feels safe, peaceful, grounded. Even the cities, like Vancouver, Toronto, or Montreal, have this balance of energy and serenity. You can be in the middle of downtown and still feel like nature isn't far away. The climate here leans colder, especially in winter, but it adds to the magic. It's a place that makes you slow down, breathe deeper, and take in the beauty around you. When it comes to iconic tourist spots, both countries deliver, but in completely different ways. The United States feels like a movie, quite literally. You can stand in Times Square and feel the pulse of the world, or walk across the Golden Gate Bridge with fog rolling in and the Pacific stretching out in front of you. From the Hollywood sign to the Statue of Liberty, the Grand Canyon to the Las Vegas Strip, these aren't just destinations, they're symbols. You've seen them in films, magazines, dreams, and when you finally get there, it's like stepping into something bigger than yourself. Theme parks like Disney World and Universal Studios take things to another level, especially for families. And for history lovers, cities like Washington, D.C. and Philadelphia offer monuments, museums, and a deep dive into the past of a nation that helped shape the modern world. On the other hand, Canada is more about experiencing nature than consuming it. The kind of places that don't scream for attention, but whisper to your soul. The Canadian Rockies, Lake Louise, Niagara Falls. These are landscapes that make you stop and stare in silence. And it's not just nature. Cities like Montreal and Quebec City transport you to Europe without ever crossing the ocean. Cobblestone streets, Gothic architecture, street performers, and French cafes create a unique mix of old-world charm and modern life. Toronto's CN Tower, Vancouver's Stanley Park, Ottawa's Parliament, Canada's urban experiences are rich, but never overwhelming. If you're chasing adrenaline, head to Whistler for world-class skiing or kayak through the fjords of Newfoundland. And if you're looking for quiet wonder, the northern lights in the Yukon will leave you speechless. Food tells the story of a country, and in both the USA and Canada, that story is bold, diverse, and delicious. In the United States, food is more than a necessity. It's a cultural event. Think of a juicy burger grilled under the summer sun, a slice of New York pizza so big it folds in half, or crispy fried chicken served with sweet iced tea in the deep South. Every region has its own flavor. Texas brings smoky barbecue, while New England offers creamy clam chowder and lobster rolls by the ocean. The West Coast leans fresh and trendy, with avocado toast, fusion tacos, and plant-based everything. especially in cities like Los Angeles and San Francisco. But the real magic of American food lies in its diversity. Walk through any city and you'll find the whole world on a plate. Korean barbecue, Ethiopian injera, Italian pasta, Indian curry, Vietnamese pho. The US is a culinary kaleidoscope, a place where cultures mix freely and flavor follows. Now, Canada may be quieter, but don't underestimate its kitchen. Start with poutine, crispy fries topped with cheese curds and hot gravy. A dish that somehow tastes like comfort and rebellion at the same time. Then there's maple syrup, not just a topping, but a national treasure. In Quebec, you'll find buttery tourtière pies and sweet sugar shacks in the winter. In the Maritimes, seafood shines, fresh scallops, lobster rolls, and chowders rich with Atlantic flavor. Vancouver and Toronto are two of the most multicultural food cities in the world. From Japanese izakayas to Caribbean jerk chicken, from Persian kebabs to Cantonese dim sum, Canada's immigration story is told through its meals. And don't forget the little things. Butter tarts, Nanaimo bars, Montreal bagels, or a warm Tim Hortons coffee on a snowy morning. Let's talk about something that matters more than most travelers admit: money. Because whether you're planning a short trip or thinking of staying longer, costs can shape your entire experience. In the United States, prices vary wildly depending on where you go. New York City and San Francisco? They're among the most expensive cities in the world. Hotel rooms can easily cost over $300 a night, and even a casual lunch might set you back $20 or more. But head to smaller cities or less touristy regions, and things start to feel more manageable. In places like the Midwest or the South, you can still find affordable motels, free outdoor attractions, and hearty meals that won't empty your wallet. The US offers both luxury and budget, but spontaneity comes at a price. Public transport is limited outside big cities, so you might need to rent a car, and tipping culture adds 15 to 20% to almost every service. Now let's cross the border to Canada, where things feel a bit more balanced. Canada is consistently more affordable in terms of healthcare, public transport, and some day-to-day expenses. Major cities like Toronto and Vancouver are still pricey, especially for accommodation. But in general, your dollar stretches further, especially outside those urban hubs. Hotels are often cheaper than their US counterparts. National parks are well maintained and accessible, and meals, while not exactly cheap, tend to feel more reasonably priced for what you get. Tipping culture is similar, but the pace feels less commercial. Public transit is often more reliable, and many natural attractions, lakes, forests, waterfalls, come with little or no entrance fee. If you're traveling on a budget and want a slower, more nature-connected trip, Canada may surprise you with how far your money can go. But if you're chasing bucket list cities and don't mind spending more for excitement and variety, the US gives you that in spades. In both countries, careful planning makes all the difference. So, USA or Canada? Two neighbors, two distinct worlds, and no clear winner. The United States is bold, loud, and full of extremes. It offers iconic cities, legendary road trips, world-famous landmarks, and a cultural mix that moves fast and never sleeps. It's a country that constantly reinvents itself, where every state feels like a different nation, and every trip can be an adventure you didn't expect. But if the US is energy, then Canada is serenity. Here, the mountains whisper ancient stories. The lakes mirror the sky. The people greet you with warmth that feels sincere, and life invites you to slow down and just breathe. It's not about the biggest skyline. It's about that silent morning walk through a pine forest, or a quiet evening watching snow fall outside your window. Ultimately, it's not about which one is better. It's about which one is better for you. Do you crave intensity, variety, and iconic entertainment? Or are you searching for peace, connection with nature, and a slower rhythm of life? Wherever your heart leans, you're not making a wrong choice. Both countries have something unforgettable to offer. And maybe, just maybe, the best answer is this: start with one, then visit the other. Because sometimes travel isn't about choosing sides. It's about discovering how the world has more than one way to take your breath away.